Unwrapping his rifle from his bag, treating the weapon almost with reverie, Endry respectfully set the wood and steel on the ground next to his hip and polearm, barrel always pointed at the mining camp where his quarry lay. The inner lining of his unfurled pole bag revealed itself as a kind of fabric blanket stitched to the opposite of its outer protective leather. It did not make for the warmest covering on its own, but coupled with the fire he had lit, Andrew was soon closing his eyes and drifting to sleep, letting his muscles rest from the day's long journey. He finally let the tension he was holding go, and his dreams stirred again. A youthful Endry was throwing stones in the rushing water as the wave of a soft breeze swept his hair. It was almost picturesque. The rolling green grasses Endry and his brother sat on felt like a blanket. Paces away from the overhang above the water that ended the natural green carpeting, the clouds above were parted, and it was unnaturally calm, as the blue of the sky reflected both the children's eyes. The day was even so warm that the boys were comfortable shirtless on the bank, the warm rays coming through the absence of clouds, as their posts combined with the rolling winds kept the youths content in their blissful morning juvilities. His brother was bouncing with excitement as another stone splashed into the water with a satisfying sploosh, grinning while a soft childish laughter filled his ears. Endrymion could hear his mother before he could see her racing towards her sons, but even before he had felt a rising void in the pit of his gut where all semblance of contentment was spiraling like a plug pulled from the drain it called home. His blood ran cold, while the sun continued to shine and the breeze continued to blow, as if it were the most perfect day in the world. The color ran from the older boy's complexion. The ground he had been sitting on continued to remain still outside of the bending blades of grass, while the limited sound that the air brushing over his ears appeared to drop out from Endry's perspective. In theory, he heard his mother running toward him, but her shouts and instructions as his matriarch closed the distance were muffled in Endry's ears. He could never be able to explain why, but the young Endrymion was paralyzed from turning in this moment and confronting the ominous shadow that was looming behind the boy's naked back.